circular motion. So in this, whenever the particle is moving on a circle, moving on a circumference of the circle, let me take the circle of radius r here, circle of radius r, and then here the particle is there. Let me take the particle is moving from point P to Q. Whenever it is there at initially at time t is equals to 0, that is at what point? Point P. After time t, the point is, the particle is moved from P to Q, moved from P to Q. So that what we can say? Particle is displaced. Linear displacement or angular displacement? Angular displacement as well as linear displacement is there. Here whenever you draw a straight line, then you can say that it is linearly displaced also. You cannot say that this one is the distance. This one gives you the displacement. Clear? Shortest distance only, right? Now, it is made a linear displacement of angle, let me take theta. Angular displacement. Linear displacement is S and angular displacement is theta. So, we will have mainly analogy between the linear motion and then as well as a circular motion. In the rectilinear motion, what is the displacement we will get? S is equal, S nothing but what? In the displacement means in the linear motion that is S. In the circular motion what is that? Theta. Here linear displacement, here it will be angular displacement. Next, in the linear motion, the velocity v means, in the angular motion what will be there? Omega. Omega is the angular velocity. In the linear motion acceleration A, in the angular motion what it will be? Alpha. And also in the linear motion we will tell that one has one force will be there F. In the circular motion we call it as torque. Tau will be there. Effect of the force in the linear motion is F. Effect of the force in the circular motion or rotational motion is a torque. And also in the linear motion we will use the mass. In the rotational motion, I am talking about the rotational motion, nothing but moment of inertia. Inertia I will be there. Here mass, here inertia will be there. Already we know in the Newton's first law only. As the mass increases, then what happens? Inertia also increases. So, in the rotational motion, we will get the moment of inertia. In the linear motion, we will get the momentum P. In the rotational motion, what it will be? Nothing but angular momentum L. These are the major things we will get. In kinetic energy also will changes. In this half mv square will be there. In that half I omega square will be there. That we will discuss in a system of particles. But as per now, we need only this much. That is linear displacement in the linear motion is S. And then angular displacement is how much? Theta. Linear velocity is V. Angular velocity is omega. Linear acceleration is A. Angular acceleration is alpha. If you know the little bit a small idea about the rectilinear motion, otherwise straight line motion also, you can get to know the circular motion easily, very easily. Now, here the particle is moving from point P to Q from time t is equals to 0 to t by making how much angular displacement here? Theta. So, theta nothing but we will tell in terms of what? Radians. Very good. Always we will discuss about the degrees, but in the problems what we will use? Radians. So, here whenever you see 180 degrees is equals to what we will take? Pi radians. 180 degrees is equals to pi radians. Then 1 degree is equals to what we will get? Pi by 180 radians. So, only whenever I say 30 degrees, what you will tell immediately? Pi by 6. So, that 30 into pi by 180. 30 into pi by 180 gives you how much? Pi by 6. In the same way for the 45 degrees you will get as pi by 4, and then for the 60 degrees you will get as pi by 3. 90 degrees of course pi by 2. So, this is a conversion. Mainly in some problems they will give in degrees, but always you have to take in what? Radians only. And also the angular velocity also, what are the units of angular velocity? Radian per second. Why? Because theta by t only, no? So, radian per second. So, in the problems they will give revolution per minute, revolution per second. That always you have to convert into radian per second only. So, this is the angular displacement units. Now, what is the angular displacement means? The displacement made by the particle on the circumference of the circle. And also whenever you see, for example, if I made one round here, what is the angle? 362 pi. If I make two rounds, 2 rounds, sir. 4 pi, you are saying, yes, that is 4 pi. So if I take if I increase the number of rounds, then what it will be? N into 2 pi. N into 2 pi, right? You are saying that 1 into 360 and then 2 into 360 like that. N into 360. So that theta is equals to, always we have to take what? 2 pi into the number of revolutions or number of rotations. 2 pi into n. If that is making half circular motion, otherwise like that direct angle they have given means there was no problem. If they said that number of revolutions, at that time theta is equals to what you have to use? 2 pi n. 2 pi n radians always. Theta should be in terms of radians only. And also, can you tell me the dimensional formula of this theta? Dimensional formula. What is that? L. Anything else? Dimensional formula. See that here 2 pi is what? Angle, right? Angle nothing but, can I say 2 into 3.14? That's it, no? There is nothing more than that. So this is a constant. N is what we are saying? Number of rounds, number of rotations or number of rounds. So that is also constant only. Everything is constant, nothing but. Is there any dimensions for this? No dimensions. The angular displacement is dimensionless. That is dimensionless. And also you can say clearly, whenever you consider this one only, if I consider that portion of the circle, here I said the radius r theta is, angle is theta, and then displacement is s nothing but. From the arc length formula, what we can write? Angle is equals to arc length by radius only, na? Length of the arc by radius, that is s by r. Otherwise directly tan theta is equals to also what? Opposite by adjacent only. Whenever theta is very small, what I can say? Tan theta is approximately equals to theta. Then theta is equals to s by r nothing but. S is what? Displacement. Dimensional formula is what? L. R is also radius. That is also displacement only, na? Dimensional formula is L. L gone. There is no dimensions for the angular displacement. Clear, everybody? Write that. When a particle revolving, on the circumference, when the particle revolving on the circumference of the circle of radius r, it makes an angular displacement, theta. Write the formula. Theta is equals to 2 pi n radians. Write this conversion and the dimensional formula, no dimensions. Next, angular velocity. So what do you mean by angular velocity? Linear velocity is what? Everything is as it is. From there to here you have to copy. Just you have to change the components, that's it. Letters you have to change, that's it. So linear velocity nothing but what? Displacement by time. Angular velocity nothing but angular displacement by time. So that angular displacement by time is omega is equals to what I can write? theta by t. It is making the angular displacement theta in time t, so that the angular velocity is the angular displacement by time. And also here in this also we will have the omega average angular velocity. What is the average angular velocity? Yes, V average is equals to, we got that delta S by delta T, correct? V instantaneous is equals to what we got? ds by dt, very good. V average is equals to delta S by delta T, and then V instantaneous is equals to ds by dt. In the same way here, angular velocity, average angular velocity means what I can say? Delta theta by delta t. Change in the angular displacement by change in the time is called as a average angular velocity. Instantaneous angular velocity is what I can say? d theta by dt. For example, it is not moving from the origin. Let me take it is moving from some other point. Here it was there. Now this displacement is what I can say? D theta. And also this time is what I can say? Let me take this is t1 to t. Then what I can say? This one is delta t. Average angular velocity is delta theta by delta t. Then instantaneous nothing but you have to do what? Limit. Limit for the average, then only you will get what? Instantaneous. So that what will get here? D theta by dt. Both are same only. This is for the longer interval of time. This is for the shorter interval of time. Dt nothing but very small interval. Whenever you take delta t nothing but you can take up to a long interval of time. So here this is the instantaneous angular velocity. Can you tell me the units of this then? Units of this? dt nothing but what? Radians, and then dt nothing but seconds. So that what I can write? Radian per second. Dimensions. This one is dimensionless, right? That divided by t nothing but what will get? T power minus 1. That's it. Nothing is there. Next here one more conversion is important. Almost every time they will give in the problems that as revolution per minute. In the circular motion problems, whenever you are solving, in that they will say that revolutions per minute. So for the revolution per minute, you have to convert revolution per minute to always, what is the SI unit for that? Radian per second you have to convert. So for that, here revolution, one revolution nothing but how many radians we will get? 2 pi radians. So 2 pi radians, that divided by 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So this is the conversion, that is pi by 30 you will get, otherwise directly you can take 2 pi by 60 only. This is the conversion. Always whenever in the problem they have given revolution per minute nothing but, sometimes they will say that 10 revolutions per 1 minute. So at that time what you have to do? 2 pi into 10 by 60. Okay, n number of revolutions you have to take, otherwise I'll say here also, here only, n revolution per minute nothing but 2 pi into n by 60. This is a way of converting the revolution per minute into radian per second. Compulsory you should follow this conversion, otherwise you will get the wrong answer. In the problem, whenever you see the revolution per minute and then radian per second, you will think same only, but they are not same. So you have to convert always revolution per minute to radian per second. One revolution is equals to how many radians? 2 pi radians. So that 2 pi radians divided by 1 minute is equals to how many seconds? 60 seconds. So radian per second. If I have n number of revolution, then we have to say 2 pi n into 2 pi n divided by 60 seconds. Clear? Copy that. Everything you copy. feeling so thirsty. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ Next, angular acceleration. Angular velocity is finished, angular acceleration. Angular acceleration, alpha. So, what is the linear acceleration means? A is equals to what is the formula? Velocity by time only, na? V by t only. So, here angular acceleration is equals to what you will get? Angular velocity by time. Linear acceleration is linear velocity by time. Angular acceleration is angular velocity by time. Now, here also we will have alpha average angular velocity. What will get there? Delta omega by delta t only. Nothing is there. Average, nothing but change you have to take. On instantaneous, nothing but differentiation you have to take. That is a major thing here. So, average angular velocity means delta omega by delta t. And also instantaneous angular acceleration, nothing but d omega by dt. d omega by dt. Next, what are the units? Units are what? Radian per second square. Why? Because meter per second square is the acceleration. Instead of meter, what will you get here? Radians. That's it. Everything is as it is. Next, dimensions. Yes, very good. The dimensions are t power minus 2. Why? Because radian is dimensionless. Divided by time square, nothing but t power minus 2 will get there. So, here also the conversion will be there. Conversion maximum they will give in terms of radian per second square only. But in the angular velocity, they will give like that, revolution per minute like that. Copy that. Done. Yes, next, basic kinematic equations. Basic kinematics equations in circular motion. Basic kinematical equations in circular motion. Now, here normal kinematical equations are what? S is equals to ut plus half at square, and also v is equals to what will get? U plus at. Then v square minus u square is equals to how much? 2as. Now, tell me all the equations in circular motion. Theta is equals to u, nothing but what? Velocity. Initial velocity is omega naught I will take. So that omega naught into t plus half into alpha into t square. Very good. Then final velocity is omega 1 is equals to omega naught into plus alpha into t. Then this one will be omega 1 square minus omega naught square is equals to 2 alpha theta. Very good. That's it. Okay. Whenever if I ask whenever the velocity is changing from omega naught to omega 1, just assume in the linear motion. First of all, come to the linear motion. The velocity is changing from u to v in time t. Then you have to find out the displacement. What is the formula you will use? In time t it is changing nothing but s is equals to what is the formula generally? Velocity into time only, no? Ut plus half at square, but the final velocity also there. You have to use final velocity also, no? What is the formula of s first of all? Velocity into time. Velocity is changing nothing but you have to take average velocity into time. That is u plus v by 2 into t. This is the displacement formula. And that we will not use much in the kinematics, but here it is important. So in the same way, whenever the velocity is changing from omega naught to omega 1 in time t, then theta is equals to what will get? Theta is equals to omega naught plus omega 1 divided by 2 into time t. This is also one of the important formula. The displacement in terms of only one velocity, only initial velocity is there, nothing but what will you use? S is equals to ut plus half at square we will use. But here two velocities are there, velocity is changing. So at that time you have to utilize the average velocity into time t. Clear? Copy that. All the kinematics equations you copy. Shall we do one problem then? Like that. Write the problem. A fan is rotating with angular velocity 100 revolutions per second, 100 revolutions per second, full stop. Then it is switched off. It takes 5 minutes to stop. That first question. Find the total number of revolutions made before it stops. Find the total number of revolutions made before it stops. Next one, find the value of angular acceleration will be there or retardation will be there? It is stopping nothing but retardation. Find the value of angular retardation. Next, find the average angular velocity. During this interval. Let me repeat the question. A fan is rotating with angular velocity 100 revolution per second. Then it is switched off. It takes 5 minutes to stop. Then find the total number of revolution before it stops. Find the value of angular retardation. Then find the average angular velocity during this time interval. Try that. You can keep everything in revolution only. You can get every answer is revolution per second square only. No need to convert. Why strength is less today, girls? Who is that? Firdaus Khatija. That's it. Last kuda yaro absent agidare. Boys, that's it, huh? Boys also so many members are absent today. Vasishtha, then that's it. What they have given in the problem, that you observe first of all. Theta you have to find out. In revolutions only you have to find out. Yes, 15,000. Very good, Nana. 15,000 is the correct answer. Very good. How much? 15,000 revolutions, 1/3 revolution per second, second square, 1/3 revolution per second square. Next one is 50. Average angular velocity is 50 revolution per second. You can get in radians also, there is no problem in that. Just multiply with each and everything 2 pi. See that in the question, a fan is rotating with angular velocity, how much? First of all they said, initial angular velocity is how much? 100 revolutions per second. So, initial angular velocity omega naught is equals to 100 revolution per second. This is the first one they have given. Fan is rotating, generally fan is rotating with 100 revolution per second. Then after that what happening? Then it is switched off. It takes 5 minutes to stop. Nothing but time is how much? Time taken to stop is 5 minutes. 5 minutes nothing but what I can take? 300 seconds. It is taking 5 minutes to get stopped. So that 300 seconds time is taking. Then find the total number of revolutions made by it before it stops. Then first of all you have to find out the total number of revolutions. Number of revolutions nothing but what you have to find out? N. Generally you have to find out the N. Theta is equals to what is the formula? 2 pi into N. In that you have to find out the N. Clear? Number of revolutions. While saying about the theta only I said, right? 2 pi into how many number of rounds you are making, that many revolutions will made. So N. Then find the value of angular retardation. Angular retardation nothing but what you have to find out? Alpha. Next one is what they are asking? Average angular velocity. Omega average you have to find out during this time interval. So here theta is equals to 2 pi n first of all. If I say theta only in revolutions, then what is the answer? Directly that is only number of revolutions. So here they have given the initial velocity as omega naught. Finally what happening? It is becoming as 0. Nothing but they have given initial velocity and final velocity and time t. Then what is the theta formula? Theta is equals to omega average into time t. You have to remember that. Okay. So many people might be taken directly omega into t. So only might be get wrong answer. So here theta is equals to omega average. Omega average nothing but what? 100 plus 0 divided by 2 into time how much? 300 seconds. Then theta is equals to how much you will get here? 150, right? 150 and then 00. 15,000 number of revolutions. If we get in terms of radians. Otherwise, what you have to do, only n number of you have to get nothing but here 2 pi and then here 2 pi. However, it will get cancelled, right? So 15,000 revolution will get. That is a angular displacement or number of revolutions. Everything is same only. Now here they are asking the angular acceleration. What is the angular acceleration? Initial velocity is there, final velocity is there, time t is there. U, v and then t. What is the formula you have to use? U given, v given, t given and asking alpha. V is equals to u plus at. So that what I can write, omega is equals to omega naught plus alpha into t. So omega 1 final velocity is how much? 0. 0 is equals to omega naught is how much here? 100 revolutions per second minus alpha t. Why minus here? Retardation. Why? Because it is getting stopped finally. So here time is how much? 300 seconds. Then alpha into 300 is equals to 100. Then alpha is equals to how much? 1 by 3. Radian per second square or revolution per second square? Revolutions. I did not change that. See that revolution. If I multiplied with 2 pi here, everything I will get in radians only. I did not do that there. So the answer, why? Because the answer is there in revolutions only. Otherwise, you have to convert into obviously radians only. Then this is revolution per second square. Then next one is omega average. Omega average is equals to, what is the formula? Change in the displacement by change in the time. If I say angular speed, nothing but total displacement by total time only. Angular speed is nothing but what? Total displacement by the total time. Average velocity is nothing but change in the displacement by change in the time we will get. So here what I can say, delta s by delta t, otherwise total displacement by total time. I'm sorry, this one is theta. So theta is how much for us? 15,000 is the theta we got. Time is how much? 300. Then how many times gone? 5 times, 50 times I think. 50 is the average angular velocity, revolution per second again. If you convert into radians, that is good enough. Here only you might be multiplied with 2 pi, right? Anybody done that in radian per second? Here only you will multiply with 2 pi. Here also you will get in terms of 2 pi only. And then if whenever theta is 2 pi into 15,000, the number of revolutions is how many? What is the theta formula? Theta is equals to, what is the formula? 2 pi into n. So number of revolutions are 15,000 only. However, we got that only here also. Then here also if you multiplied with 2 pi, then also you will get the answer in terms of 2 pi only. So there is no problem in that, but easy to find out in the revolution per second square. Clear? How many have you done before me? 2, 3, first, at least first one, how many have you finished? Very less. Second also done. Yes, good, Nana, good. This kind of problems will get based on the kinematics. Write a problem. A wheel at rest. A wheel at rest. A wheel at rest. Full stop. Its angular velocity increases uniformly and becomes 80 radian per second after 5 seconds. Then find the total angular displacement. Find the total angular displacement initially at rest, and velocity becomes how much? 80 radian per second. Very good, Uday. 200 radians. 200 is the correct answer. What is the formula? Theta is equals to omega naught plus omega 1 divided by 2 into t. Average angular velocity into time t. Initially they are saying that 0, it is at rest. Rest nothing but omega naught is equals to how much? 0. And it is becoming uniformly. How much that is? Omega 1 is equals to how much they said? 80 radian per second. Here they use the uniformly word. What is the reason? Uniformly means what? Velocity is constant. Which velocity? Angular velocity is constant. If the angular velocity is constant, nothing but angular acceleration becomes how much? Angular velocity is constant, nothing but angular acceleration is 0. So angular acceleration is 0. Why? Because indirectly they are giving the hint that you should not use S is equals to ut plus half at square formula. Clearly, yes, you understand, right? They are saying that average angular displacement, that is okay. Average angular displacement they mentioned, so only you will take average angular velocity into time t. If they did not mention that, then what you will do immediately? You will write the formula S is equals to u into t plus half into alpha into t square. And here in the place of alpha, what will get here? 0. So only we should not use this formula. So average angular velocity into time t you have to take. That's it. Clear? So that what is the answer? You got theta is equals to 200 radians. Radians. That's it. Next, write one more problem. The seconds hand of watch. The second hand of watch has 6 centimeters. Has length 6 centimeters. The seconds hand of watch has length 6 centimeters, full stop. The speed of end point and magnitude of difference of velocities at two perpendicular positions. See that length of the seconds hand, how much they are saying? 6 centimeters. Indirectly radius is how much? 6 centimeters only. Why? Because seconds hand will be the bigger than all the hands. So that 6 centimeters is the radius they are giving. The speed at the end point, magnitude of difference of velocities. You have to find out the speed and also magnitude of difference of velocities at two perpendicular positions. Two perpendicular positions, nothing but one is at 12 o'clock and another is at 3 o'clock. Like that 90 degrees, right? And then 3 to 6 again. So those are the two perpendicular positions. So you can find out the answer. You try that. Tomorrow we'll discuss if you not get it. Now we'll continue the relation between linear and angular velocity. We'll try to finish the kinematics in circular motion today. Kinematics in circular motion. These are kinematics only. Writing again. Relation. Yes. Relation between whom? Uday and Yuvaraja. What is the relation in between them? Ghost friends, both are. Relation between v and omega, linear velocity and angular velocity. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Now, here already you know the formula. What is that? V is equals to r into omega. But here you have to understand the directions of linear velocity and directions of angular velocity and angular acceleration. For that I am explaining this one again. Now here the particle is at P at time t is equals to 0. Now it is moving to point Q. Q is near, not that much of distance. So near it is there at time t. then it is making what? Angular displacement. Let me take theta or d theta is the angular displacement. So radius of the circle is how much? R is the radius. Now this straight line displacement is how much? I am taking that as delta s. Why? Because the change in the displacement only, no? So change in the displacement is delta s, and then change in the angle is how much? D theta. Linear displacement is delta s and then angular displacement is d theta. If I take d here, then d only. ds and then d theta, and then radius is how much? R. Now whenever you see this one separately, very small triangle is there having the displacement delta s and then having the angle delta theta, then radius is R. So angle is equals to what we can write clearly? Delta theta is equals to delta s by R. Delta theta is equals to delta s by R. If I just divide both the sides with delta theta, then what happens? Delta theta by delta t, that is equals to 1 by R into delta s by delta t. Delta theta by delta t, what is that? Angular velocity omega. Omega is equals to 1 by R into displacement by time, velocity v. So that v is equals to clearly what I can write? R into omega. Very, very important formula. V is equals to R into omega. Now here we got what? This one is what? Velocity. Which velocity that is? Linear velocity. How the linear velocity will be there? Tangentially. You have to draw a tangent. See that at point P, the velocity is there in this direction, velocity v. At point Q, the velocity is there in this direction. So whenever it is rotating on the circle, listen properly now. Whenever it is rotating on the circle, the velocity direction is keep on changing, but the magnitude is same. If the magnitude is different, for example here 10 meters per second is there, here 5 meters per second, nothing. But can I make uniform circle? I cannot make uniform circle. The circle will be in different path, it will be there, that is not circle. So here always the speed should be constant. Speed should be constant, speed should be there, magnitude of velocity should be constant, but the direction should change. If the direction is not changing, for example, if the velocity is there means the velocity is constant, like this only it is there. Can I make the circular motion then? Again what happens? The particle will go like this only, straightly. So always the magnitude of velocity should be constant and also direction should be changing. Direction is changing, nothing but velocity is changing or not changing? Velocity is a vector quantity, so it will have the direction as well as magnitude. So magnitude is constant, but the direction is changing. Direction is changing, nothing but the velocity is changing or not changing? Velocity is changing. Whenever the velocity is changing, then whenever the velocity is changing in time t, what will be there? Acceleration will be there. Acceleration is equals to what is the formula? Change in velocity by change in the time. So whenever the velocity is changing, then acceleration will be there. Which acceleration means? That is centripetal acceleration will be there. Due to the change in the magnitude of this velocity, there will be an acceleration called as centripetal acceleration. Due to that centripetal acceleration only, always whenever this particle want to go in this direction, but the centripetal acceleration is pulling towards the center. Now this particle want to go in this direction, again pulling towards the center. See that if I am going like this, nothing but I am pulling. If I am going like this and then pulling like this, going like this and then pulling like this. So can I make circle then? I can make the circle. Why? Because the velocity direction is changing. Magnitude is constant only, direction is changing. Due to the change in the direction, there will be an acceleration that is called as what? Centripetal acceleration. That we will discuss in the centripetal acceleration. But now always the linear velocity direction will be what? You have to draw a tangent. Now I said okay, linear velocity direction I said. What about the angular velocity direction? Angular velocity direction will be what? Along the circumference. That's it. Yes, that's it. Let's check. Whenever, for example, you are rotating a disc, I have taken this marker and then around this I have put a disc. I am rotating with very high speed. Very, very high speed. Then what happens? It will fly off. In which direction it will fly off? Along the circumference, or upwards? Upwards nothing but what is having there? The angular velocity is there in that direction only. Clear? If the speed is decreasing, then what happens? It will fall downwards. Nothing but angular velocity is there in that direction. Clear? So I will tell you clearly. Whenever the particle is rotating in which direction? Anti-clock or clock? Anti-clockwise, right? In the left side direction it is rotating. So anti-clockwise, nothing but you have to just use the right hand thumb rule only. Now just curl your fingers along the circumference of the circle, along the direction of the particle motion. Then thumb gives you what? Angular velocity. That's it. So only here whenever you see the V formula, sometimes you will check that as V bar is equals to omega bar cross R bar. V is equals to R omega, nothing but V is equals to V bar is equals to omega bar cross R bar. Cross product nothing but we will get the resultant by which rule? Right hand thumb rule only. Yes, whoever attended for the vectors chapter, they know that. In the cross product, we will have the direction for the resultant. So that resultant where you will get nothing but by using the right hand thumb rule. Otherwise, I said one triangle method also, IJK like that. IJK and then KJI like that. So in any way you can use. But here, whenever you see, here V is there in this direction, R is there in this direction. Always wherever you observe, V and R should be perpendicular to each other. Check this here, V is there in this direction, R is there in this direction, 90 degrees between them. So here the radius is there like this and then velocity is there like this, then 90 degrees between them. Always on the top point if you see, the radius here, the velocity here. Again what is the angle? 90 degrees only. So the angle between the R and V is how much? 90 degrees. Then the resultant where you will get nothing but along the right hand thumb rule you have to use. For example, the particle is rotating in the clockwise direction. In which direction you will get? Into the board, right? That is what? Z-axis, negative Z-axis. So whenever you take the particle is rotating in the clockwise direction, then what will get? Into the Z-axis. You should not use the left hand, you have to use the right hand only always. For example, the particle is making the horizontal circular motion in anti-clockwise direction. Along which direction? Y-axis. Upwards nothing but Y-axis. Whenever the particle is rotating in the horizontal circle in clockwise direction along the downwards, that is a negative Y-axis. Clear? You understand it? Directions? Now, based on this direction only, the angular acceleration will depends. So, whenever the speed is increasing, angular speed is increasing, the angular acceleration will be there in which direction? You just relate everything with the linear motion only. Whenever the speed is increasing, then acceleration direction will be what? Direction of speed only, no? Direction of speed only. Whenever the speed is increasing, for example, the particle is moving on a horizontal surface of mass m, then its speed is increasing from u to v. Speed is increasing from u to v, then acceleration also will be there in the same direction only. For example, v along the I cap nothing but acceleration a also along which direction? I cap only. For example, the particle is moving in this direction only, but the velocity is decreasing here. Then what happens? Minus. Why? Because that is retardation, right? Whenever the speed of the particle is decreasing, then acceleration becomes what? Retardation. Acceleration becomes retardation. Retardation nothing but in which direction? Same plus AI, otherwise minus AI. Minus AI. Nothing but direction is changing. Opposite to the velocity. Velocity is there along the positive x-axis only, but the acceleration is changing as what? Negative a into I cap. So negative a into I cap nothing but that is a retardation we call. Already we discussed that so much. And in this also, whenever you say the particle is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, then the velocity, angular velocity is there in which direction? Upward direction. Now the angular velocity is increasing. At that time, angular acceleration is upward direction. Whenever the angular velocity is decreasing also, velocity is the same direction only. But the angular acceleration becomes what? Along the negative acceleration. Why? Because that is angular retardation. Acceleration was there along the positive y-axis, that is alpha j cap. Now, whenever the velocity is decreasing nothing but that will be retardation. Retardation nothing but what? Minus j cap. Minus j cap nothing but in the downward direction. Clear about the directions? Yes. Copy this one first. Draw the diagram also. ds is the linear displacement, d theta is the angular displacement. Next, directions. Directions. The tangential velocity, or linear velocity, just write that direction. Just write first of all tangential velocity or linear velocity. Under that direction, tangent should be drawn, at the object in the direction of its motion, Next, angular velocity. Right hand thumb rule, angular velocity, right hand thumb rule. Curl the fingers, in the direction of motion of the particle, and thumb shows direction of angular velocity, Next, angular acceleration. If the angular speed of the particle is increasing, then in the direction of angular speed, if the angular speed is decreasing, then opposite to the direction of angular speed, Clear? Understand it? Each and every direction. How to get the tangential velocity? You have to draw a tangent. Next one is angular velocity, nothing but right hand thumb rule. Curl the fingers along the particle direction, then thumb gives you the angular velocity. If the angular velocity is increasing, then what happened, Harsha? You are sleepy. No, what he said, Avlinchalan emantaru. He was doing, and then whenever I see Papa, he stopped like this, and then he see. So here, angular acceleration nothing but whenever the angular speed is increasing, in the direction of angular speed it will be there. Whenever the angular speed is decreasing, at that time what will be that? Retardation. So only in the opposite direction. These are the directions we will see. And also next one is, whenever you see the formula of V is equals to R omega, I want to get the total acceleration here. For example, the particle is revolving on the circle. So whenever it is revolving on the circle, what I said, whenever it is revolving on the circle, what acceleration will be there always? Which acceleration is centripetal acceleration, no? Whenever it is revolving around the circle, centripetal acceleration will be there. So centripetal acceleration will be there in which direction? Towards the center always. So centripetal acceleration is there towards the center, that is AC I will take. Due to the tangential velocity is there in this direction. Due to the tangential velocity, there is another acceleration that we call as tangential acceleration, AT. Because velocity is there in that direction, so acceleration also is there in that direction only, that is what? AT, tangential acceleration. Then I have two vectors, one is in this direction AC, one is another vector AT in this direction. Where you will get the resultant? Where you will get the resultant? Diagonally, right? In this direction you will get. So that one will take as what? A net. So I want this A net value. For that purpose, I will differentiate the V is equals to R omega. So V is equals to R omega here. I want to differentiate with respect to dt. So d by dt of V is equals to d by dt of what I can write? R into omega. So d by dt of V, acceleration, d by dt of V is acceleration, that is equals to d by dt of R plus what will get? Omega into dr by dt, then R into d omega by dt. So A net is equals, this is a net acceleration, A net is equals to omega into dr by dt. Dr by dt, rate of change of distance also what? Now normal displacement also R only, no? So that what you can say that as velocity only, so that is linear velocity V. Your understanding, rate of change of distance is what? Speed only, speed or velocity, plus R into d omega dt is what? Alpha. So that A net is equals to omega into V. What is this omega into V? Net is equals to what? A net is equals to AC plus AT. So AT nothing but R alpha, AC nothing but omega into V. See that omega into V. What is the formula you know already for the centripetal acceleration? V square by R. Very good. V square by R. How we are getting the V square by R nothing but AC is equals to V into omega. V into, in the place of omega what I can write? Omega is equals to V by R. So that V by R. Then what will get here? V square by R. Clear? So that omega into here V plus R into alpha gives you A net is equals to, this is AC bar plus R alpha is AT bar, tangential acceleration. Okay. And also some of the people might be having the doubt that here the radius is not changing. Why we are getting the velocity here? This is not velocity, this is the speed. Here omega is the vector and then alpha is the vector. Clear? Whenever the particle is moving in a uniform circle, at that time I said already speed is constant but the direction will be changing. Magnitude of velocity is constant and the direction will be changing. Here magnitude is constant, so only I did not get any vector here. But for the omega I got the vector here. Omega is a vector only, no? Obviously in upward direction or downward direction. So omega into V gives you the centripetal acceleration. R into alpha gives you the tangential acceleration. So AT is equals to R alpha. Otherwise, you might be having a doubt that how AT is equals to R alpha means. Acceleration is equals to, what is the formula? Velocity by time. Correct? So that this is a tangential acceleration, then tangential velocity by time. Then velocity is equals to, what is the formula? R into omega by t. Then omega is equals to, omega by t is equals to what? Alpha. So only I got it as R alpha. R alpha is equals to tangential acceleration. Omega into V is equals to centripetal acceleration. This is a A net. So clearly modulus of A net is equals to what I can write? Under root AC square plus AT square. Now I want the direction of net acceleration. Then tan theta is equals to what I can write? Theta here I have taken opposite by adjacent, AC by AT. AC by AT. What is the AC formula for us? Omega into V divided by R into alpha we will get. Otherwise directly we can use this only. Clear? Listen again. Whenever the particle is revolving on the circle, it will have the tangential velocity, of course. The tangential velocity direction, what I said? What is the direction of tangential velocity? At any point of time, at any instant of time, you have to draw a tangent. That tangent direction will gives you the tangential velocity. Whenever there is a tangential velocity, there will be a tangential acceleration also. Due to the change in the direction of velocity, there is a centripetal acceleration. Because of centripetal acceleration only the particle is revolving on the circle. Otherwise it will fly off like this only. For example, if I tied something to a string and then I am rotating in the circle like this, whenever I leave this, then what happens? It will be rotating like that only, otherwise it will fly off. Fly off tangentially. Wherever the point, for example, this was rotating like this and then here I left nothing but it will fly off like that only. Clear? So at wherever the point we just left that one, in that direction only it will fly off, tangential direction. Because of which one? Nothing but because of tangential velocity. So here tangential velocity is there. Due to the tangential velocity, tangential acceleration is there. Due to the change in the direction, of course, what is there? Centripetal acceleration. I want to get the net acceleration, nothing but A net is equals to, clearly what I can write, AC bar plus AT bar. Directly here only we can do. But we should know the formulas also. What is the AC, what is the AT. Now, A net is equals to AC bar plus AT bar. Modulus of A net is equals to what will get? Under root AC square plus AT square. I want this direction, nothing but tan theta is equals to what will write? Opposite by adjacent, AC by AT. Clear? And before that, we have one relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. What is that? V is equals to R into omega. Very, very important formula. In the system of particles also, we'll be going to use all these formulas. Okay, you have to remember. So, d by dt of V is equals to d by dt of R into omega. Now, this is a form of what? D by dt of U into V. U constant, differentiate V. Then V constant, differentiate U. That's it. So, here omega constant dr by dt plus R is constant d omega by dt. This is the net acceleration. I am talking about the net acceleration here, A net. Then A net is equals to omega into dr by dt. Rate of change of distance is what? Speed. So, speed is V. I said constant speed will be there. Plus R into d omega by dt. D omega by dt nothing but alpha, angular acceleration. So, omega into V plus R into alpha. Omega into V is means centripetal acceleration. R into alpha is tangential acceleration. So, AT is equals to R alpha, we have proved already. AT is equals to V by T, V is equals to R omega, omega by T is equals to what? Alpha again. Then this is the net acceleration. Clear everybody? Copy that. Net acceleration, you put the heading as net acceleration. Draw the diagram also. You people on the AC, na? You on the AC? If you on means close the windows. It's working already. It is getting cooled. On that study hour day I have seen that. Close the windows and then on the ACs. Aishwarya, close now. Where are the switches? Direct. Down it will be there, I think. Switches are. This one I think down. Down in CA Academy. No, direct this one is. It is not on. Finished, huh? Let's do one problem based on this. ಏನು ಹರ್ಷ ವಿಶೇಷ? ಏನೋ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Nothing. Feeling shy? The speed of a particle. The speed of a particle traveling in a circle. Traveling in a circle of radius 20 centimeters. Of radius 20 centimeters increases uniformly from 6 meters per second to 8 meters per second. 6 meters per second to 8 meters per second in 4 seconds. Then find the angular acceleration. They are giving which speed first of all? Linear speed or angular speed? Linear speed. Giving the linear speed and time t and asking the angular acceleration. How it is possible? Linear speed they are giving v1, v2 they are giving, and also time interval they have given how much? 4 seconds. Radius also given. You have to find out the angular acceleration. Which formula you have to use? AT is equals to R alpha. That is what you have to use. AT nothing but what? Tangential acceleration. Tangential acceleration nothing but what? Velocity. Change in velocity by change in time only. Radius also given. 2 point? Yes, very good. 2.5 radian per second square. Done. 2.5 is the correct answer. Check the problem. The speed of a particle traveling in a circle of radius, how much they are saying? R is equals to 20 centimeters. Listen here. R is 20 centimeters. Increases uniformly. Speeds how much they are saying? 6 meter per second and then 8 meter per second. U is equals to 6 meters per second. V is equals to 8 meter per second. In time how much? Time interval is 4 seconds time. Now they are asking to find out the alpha. How to do this? Why? Because alpha formula is what? Omega by t. From omega by t, we can even try like that. V is equals to R omega. That and all we can do. But here two velocities are there. So instead of doing that much, You just remember this formula. At is equals to, what is the formula? R into alpha. Immediately whenever you see the angular acceleration, nothing but only two are possible. One is alpha is equals to omega by t, otherwise At is equals to R into alpha. Any formula you can use. So from that, this is the simplest method. At is equals to R into alpha. Now I don't know the At value. First of all, At is equals to, acceleration formula is what? Change in velocity by change in time only. Delta V by delta t directly. Delta V nothing but what will get? 8 minus 6, 2 divided by time is how many seconds? 4 seconds. That is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 meters per second square. Now I got the At value. Now the relation At is equals to R alpha. Alpha is equals to At divided by R. At is how much here? 1 by 2. That divided by R is how much? 20 centimeters. 20 centimeters nothing but 0.2. Clear? Whenever it has a 0.2, then what we can write this one as? 2 by 10 I can take, no? 2 by 10, then this is 10 by 4, that is 2.5 radian per second square. Clear? Finished. Otherwise you can take alpha is equals delta omega by delta t also you can take. You will get the same answer again. Clear? Finished? See, few of the people, not few people, just 1 or 2 people in the class, whenever I give the problem, they are simply looking at the board or looking at me or looking at surroundings. This is not the method. If you don't want to do problems, nothing but directly I will give the problem, I will do on the board. Then in your brain nothing will go. You should get the idea first of all. You have to try the problem. Then only your logic will get developed, right? This is not any theory class. Directly I am only saying the question, I am only saying the answer means I know the answer already. Why to tell again? You should know that means you have to try first of all. Be ready to try the problems. Don't sit simply. If you are sitting simply means there is a time waste. At least I will wait for 2 to 3 minutes for one problem. That is a time waste only. You should try that sincerely. You should get the idea. If you are doing wrongly also there is no problem. But you have to try that. Clear? Try in the notes only. Why taking the rough notes and then doing with pencil again rubbing. I don't know. You people are going to give that for the record only. Guinness Book of World Record only. Notes. You have to write like a Varun only. How he if you see his notes, then nobody can understand that. Only Chinese language. Uday will write. Everybody will hold the pen like this, but Uday will hold the pen like this. Like poets. A particle is moving. A particle is moving in a circle of radius 10 centimeters. A particle is moving in a circle of radius 10 centimeters with a uniform speed. Completing the circle in 4 seconds. Then find the magnitude of its acceleration. Next problem. A particle moves in a circle of radius 2 centimeters at a speed given by v is equals to 4 into t. Nothing but function they have given, v is equals to 4t. Speed is given by v is equals to 4t. Not 4 into t. Function they have given. Write that clearly. Where v is in centimeter per second. And t in seconds. In that first question, find the tangential acceleration. find the tangential acceleration at t is equals to 1 second. Find the tangential acceleration at t is equals to 1 second. Next question, find the total acceleration. Find the total acceleration at t is equals to 1 second. You have to find out the tangential acceleration and total acceleration.